We begin this morning with the latest on severe weather impacting the eastern part of the country. At least 21 people are dead and several are still missing after heavy rains and devastating floods swept through parts of western Tennessee over the weekend. Aerial footage shows homes ripped from foundations, crumbling roads, and bridges and cars mangled by the current.
Got a number of people that's affected, a number of lives that's lost, the property that's been lost, residential housing that's in short supply to begin with. We've got some people that's going to be hurting for a long time.
Meanwhile, Henri made landfall in Rhode Island as a tropical storm yesterday. It has since been downgraded to a tropical depression, but is still expected to soak the Northeast today. Bradley Blackburn is following these stories for us this morning. Good morning.
Christina, good morning. Residents here were bracing for another Superstorm Sandy, but Henri spared the worst. It is now a slow-moving storm tracking eastward at just 1 mile per hour. It could dump another 12 inches of rain in places today, and that is what has people concerned. Flooding, potentially more flooding in that area.
My mama being rescued.
Search and rescue efforts are underway in Middle Tennessee after record-breaking rainfall caused deadly flooding.
It is a devastating picture of loss and heartache.
Among the dead, 7-month-old twins Ryan and Riley, who were yanked from their father's arms by the raging water. 2-year-old Kellen Cole Burrow is still missing. He was ripped away from his mother and 4 siblings.
They were on the clotheslines hanging on, and she had a hold of all of them, trying to keep all of them.
Many of the victims are from the small town of Waverly, about 75 miles west of Nashville.
Our friends and our families and our people that we associate with is all that matters.
In the Northeast, Tropical Storm Henri made landfall over the weekend, and here on New York's Long Island, the storm caused some flooding, but its last-minute shift spared residents from widespread destruction.
We certainly caught a break with the storm moving a little bit further east.
Still, Henri knocked out power to more than 100,000 people and flooded neighborhoods throughout the Northeast.
When I opened my door, water just came into my car.
Henri's winds knocked over this giant maple tree on Phyllis Chase's farmhouse in Auburn, Massachusetts.
I will remember Henri. He's on my list.
New York's Central Park recorded its wettest hour ever. 1.94 inches of rain fell between 10 and 11 p.m. on Saturday.
The ground here in the Northeast is already so saturated, so there is real concern about additional rain. Christina, Connecticut's governor said just 1 more inch of rain could cause flooding there, and the storm may stall over that state later today.
Now, President Biden pledged federal assistance for the states affected by Henri. Do we know which governors he's spoken with yet?
We don't, I don't know at the moment, Christina, but we know the president has committed to give whatever support is necessary. New York's governor had asked for an emergency declaration ahead of time, but aid may go to Massachusetts, Rhode Island. Those states could continue to see more rain and potentially flooding. And so even though Henri has spared coastal areas like where we are right now, there may still be more damage to come. This storm is not over yet, and particularly as it slowly makes its way back into New England.
And Bradley, do we know anything more about those people who are still missing from that severe flooding in the South?
We know that search and rescue operations are ongoing, Christina. They are back out there this morning looking for up to 40 people. This is an urgent situation there. The pictures out of Tennessee are just devastating, and to hear those stories of families that are trying to reconnect. One major problem in Tennessee is that all of that water has taken out telephone lines, it's taken out electrical lines, it's taken out cell phone towers. So people are having a hard time reaching their loved ones to figure out if they're okay. And so that is another factor when you consider how many people are missing. Families are just having trouble figuring out where their loved ones are.
And not knowing is always so hard. Bradley, thank you very much.